Assalamu alaikum, this is Khalid and you're watching the 17th episode of Arab Guy on Battle Spot, where I go battling on the Battle Spot with my commentary. The last time was kind of nice, even though I think I lost both. I don't remember actually. I know I lost the first one, it was versus Paul Chua. So right now my rating's at 1637. From Germany, Max with the Nugget Bridge name Max Gamer 1. I missed his rating, unfortunately. I think it was in the 1600s. Whatever. This team consists of Landorus, Amoonguss, Kangaskhan, Thunderous, Cresselia, and Heatran. Well, it's the chalk we all know and love. Let's see here. We could usually I lead with Guardwar and Landorus against chalk. Going with Milotic seems like a nice idea. Though I think he might not need Landorus against me. I don't think he'll bring it. We'll go with Amoonguss and Tyranitar. Tyranitar does well against most things, especially under Trick Room. So if we get Trick Room up, Tyranitar will basically destroy everything, unless something survives and knocks it, hits back harder or something. Yeah, let's go with this. I had a stream earlier before doing this episode, so it's I'm probably going. I think I'll stream every Saturday or something, but the schedule isn't fixed. I just still trying to figure things out. So my opponent here leads with Thunderous and Kangaskhan. Let me move this here. Yeah, having multiple windows is better. I actually had the recording software on the left because it looks better when I'm reading the chat on the stream. So I'm facing towards the camera and the microphone. But for this it's better to put it here. So it looks like I'm looking at the game, and when I'm choosing a move I'm looking down. YouTube magic. And let's see. Should we expect a fake out and hidden power ice? Yeah, I expect a fake out and hidden power ice on the Landorus, I mean. So I'll Trick Room and switch out into Amoonguss. So let's hope he actually goes for that play. Usually whenever I call it, they go for fake out onto my Guardwar, which is bad. Guardwar is very sensitive to physical attacks, so we don't like that. He goes for fake out onto Amoonguss, perfect. Doing way more damage with the Rocky Helmet than it did with the fake out, and he goes for the Swagger. Swagger is not nice, people. Please don't rely on Swagger. And Trick Room, perfect. I feel switching out into Tyranitar would be the best play here. I really don't want to lose my Guardwar by it just hitting itself. Yeah, switch in Tyranitar and Rage Powder. They probably switch out Kangaskhan. Let's see if he actually does it. Okay, he doesn't switch anything, which is fine. That's what he goes for there. Swagger onto the Amoonguss. And probably, I hope double edge. If he goes for double edge, return. If he goes for double edge, he'd do way too much damage onto itself. And then Rock Slide should be enough to knock it out. Actually, Rock Slide should be enough to knock it out, right? As it is. Rock Slide is definitely enough to knock it out. That's a safety goggles, Thunders. We're switching that out right now. And bringing in Gardevoir. Go, Rock Slide. Swaggering. Are you serious? Really? That's not nice. That's not nice. That's absolutely not nice. He just lost everything. Oh man. There's that Heatran. There's that Cresselia. Gardevoir isn't useful here. I'll just crunch the Cresselia. Tyranitar should be able to take whatever either of them is going to throw out at it. So I'll just bring in Landorus. I'm sure he wants to get rid of the Tyranitar. And is it going to go through? Of course it goes through. Yeah, goodbye Cresselia. Look at that damage. It goes for a Thor. Tyranitar does not care. Takes nothing. Look at the monster he made. Okay, that actually matters. But not too much. Earth Power isn't enough to knock it out still. Low kick. And Superpower. Yeah, we're done here. Even if this doesn't go through, the Superpower should be enough to take care of the Heatran. Substitute. Substitute, interesting. Back to normal, that's fine. Is his Earth Power enough to knock out Tyranitar? That is the question. I still have low kick. I'm still going to superpower him. Oh, that did way too much damage. Thanks to the choice band. Yeah, good game. Swaggering things is not the play. Definitely not the play. Especially not the physical attackers. So, moral of the story, do not swagger physical attackers. Unless it's absolutely necessary. I need to do something about my battle box someday. So 1655. Hopefully we win this one, so at least next episode we can get a nice rating. Which I'm hoping maybe next episode we can win 2 times and be in the 1700s. So I kind of noticed something. When I play in the local tournaments over here, what works in the battles, what doesn't necessarily work over here. So it's two completely different metas. So I have to like keep things separate. Like use a different team here and use a different team over there. Over here, this team is great, but in the tournaments, Melodic wasn't the play, to be honest. If I stuck to Thunderous, it would have been better. What's going on here? Rotom Heat is still okay, I guess, but Thunderous was definitely better in the tournament. I got second place. I lost to Ariel Hamadi, 10 ATP from Canada, Alberta, the rating of 1652. We're kind of almost evenly matched. Cool team. Kangaskhan, Milotic, Heatran, Gengar, Zapdos, and Venusaur. So I'm thinking probably the Megas are either the Kangaskhan or the Venusaur. I doubt the Gengar is the Mega. Unless it does something really... Unless he does something really weird like that support Kangaskhan some people do. Usually the Japanese players with the gimmicky teams, I really hate those. Just why? Anyway, with a team like that, leading with Landorus is probably a bit risky. But looking at his team, unless he leads with Heatran, Gardevoir is perfect. Actually, Tyranitar would be perfect here. Unless that Kangaskhan is around. That's the only issue. Got Tyranitar and Milotic. Or should I? Should I go for Rotom instead? I think Rotom is better here. Let's go with Rotom. Yeah, let's go. I need to get that Trick Room up. Well, not need, actually. I just needed to take care of the Zapdos, if it's an offensive type of Zapdos, and to take care of the Kangaskhan. Milotic Heatran. I was kind of expecting that. But I was hoping it wouldn't happen. Flash Fire. Okay, so here's what I'll do. I'll protect. I'll Mega Evolve Protect. Don't need the Flash Fire. And thing is, I'm worried about Flash Cannon. If it has Flash Cannon to do a lot of damage to my Gardevoir. But you know what? Let's take a risk. I'll Trick Room. He has no Fake Out Pressure. And Sporing the Heatran, or should I protect? I'll protect. Once Trick Room is up, Moonguss should be able to take care of everything. Moonguss and Tyranitar. There's the Protect. I'm expecting Heat Wave. Flamethrower. Okay, this is perfect. So that means Gardevoir isn't very useful here, but I can bring Tyranitar, put the Heatran to sleep, and then I'll start destroying things. Okay, it's not safety goggles, thankfully. Goggles Heatran is sometimes a thing. Scald onto the Tyranitar. Please do not burn. Okay. So we'll just spam Rock Slide since it's very safe. We'll support the Milotic. Don't want some random burns happening. Okay, Milotic protect. I guess I should have went for the low kick onto the Heatran. That's a nice crit. Heatran should be within low kick range. Well, not should, it is within low kick range. So just do that and support the Milotic. I could Giga Drain it, but I don't want to risk the burn. So just putting it to sleep is the best play here. Goodbye, Heatran. Milotic is fast asleep. He could bring Kangaskhan. He'll be forced to fake out something. If he does, he fake out the Heatran, I mean Tyranitar. Okay, Zapdos. That's even better. I'll just spam Rock Slide all day and night. Rock Slide, Giga Drain the Milotic. That's good damage. It's probably physically defensive. Yeah, that explains it. Maranga Berry, so Zapdos avoids. Milotic is asleep. Let's see what the Zapdos does. Tailwind. Okay, he's preparing for when Trick Room goes out. Okay, that happened. Tyranitar doesn't mind much, so just Rock Slide and Rage Powder. Just making sure the Tyranitar is absolutely safe from... Ooh, Heat Wave. That's fine. Don't burn my Tyranitar. Okay. That's fine. We took that like a champ. Rock Slide will take care of Milotic. And do some really nice damage against that Zapdos. I don't think that my opponent has any way to win this. So it reveals the Citrus Berry, putting it just below half. I think I'll switch out the Tyranitar. Actually, bring the Rotom. Bring in the Rotom. Protect. If he decides to double edge the bottom the next turn, that's fine. We'll probably lose. Not expecting much. Okay, doing some good damage. If he goes for return, I should survive. Depending on how much damage this does. I don't think I will survive by return. That's fine. So this means I'll have to switch out the Moonguss. Bring in the Tyranitar. Let's do some damage. Oops, not the Rotom. I'll Will-O-Wisp the Kangaskhan and switch out the Amoonguss into Tyranitar. Let's see what our opponent does here. I don't mind if I lose the Rotom. Doesn't mean much. He goes for a turn. Whoa! It's a crit. I think I had a chance of surviving that. Don't burn? Okay. I'm not too afraid of this Zapdos. His Tailwind goes out. Didn't matter much since I kept sending in slow stuff against him. Amoonguss. Just Rage Powder and low kick his Kangaskhan. Unless he gets a burn, the Kangaskhan shouldn't survive. Power up punch. Well, the Kangaskhan is definitely gone. Yep, definitely gone. Even if I get the burn, I think he'll definitely lose it. Tyranitar avoids, so no burns from my side, definitely. And Amoonguss gets the burn, fortunately for him, but Amoonguss is the MVP here. He just takes everything like a champ, makes sure his partner is always safe, and he's down to 7. So this is nice and quick. What do I do even here? Just whatever, Spore and Rock Slide. I could crunch for the guaranteed knockout. Well, he forfeits, and good game. What's your name? 1080p. I guess my rating should be in the 1670 maybe. Let's check. Can it continue? Yes. Let's see. Pin party. Doesn't matter which one I pick. And challenge 1671. Alright, perfect. So we're in the 1670s. So that means the next game we should start battling the 1700s if the battle spot decides we're worthy enough to battle those, and hopefully we'll get some nice games, more intensive games hopefully, and hopefully we'll get to the 1700s at some point. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll hope to see you next time.